This is Education Without Borders, and Education Without Borders takes everybody on board. In this particular lesson, I want to take on board our young students, our young scholars, our little ones who have just started education. And remember, their minds are very open to learning. And therefore, we want in Education Without Borders to be able to influence positively the minds of these young ones. And therefore, I would want to remind us, parents, guardians, even grown-ups, wherever we are, let us bear in mind that these young minds are learning. Let us feed their minds with positive things all the time. It need not be formal, reading books and so on, but let us be intentional in influencing positively the minds of our young ones. Follow me in this episode and let's see how we can be able to involve our young ones, especially during the holidays, so that they are able to utilize their time properly. Follow me as we engage our little ones. Again, this is Education Without Borders. And in this episode, we want to bring on board the little ones. Welcome. As I said, it is possible to involve the little ones in the day-to-day activities and in the issues that crop up every day. For instance, today is somebody's birthday. I'm sure there's somebody among us who has a birthday. They may be 60, they may be 70, they may be 50, they may be 40. But for purposes of illustration, let's assume that person is age 67. And you want to see whether the little ones are able to go through a mathematical quiz on that particular day, which is a birthday. We are used to celebrating birthdays with the generic term, happy birthday. But what makes a birthday happy? I would suggest that try to make your birthday interesting. Try to make your day indeed happy. If there are very, very many messages wishing you happiness, then try to make them happy as well. One of the ways you can make your birthday happy is to involve the little ones even before you go to celebrating and cutting the cake. Involve their minds so that they also think, they are also able to use their minds. Because as we grow older, everybody grows older as well. And it's our responsibility to keep mentoring. How good it is to mentor a little one. Now, I have a mathematical quiz here. It is for 4 students. Let's assume I have a class of 4 students, and they are between the ages of 9 and 5. And therefore, they are at different levels of understanding. But you cannot make somebody's level of understanding grow if you don't involve. There is the old saying that goes that what you don't use, you lose. So let us try and see whether these students can answer these questions. It's a mathematical quiz. I will, for purposes of illustration, call my students John, Jane, David, and Rose. So John is 9 years old. So this is the mathematical quiz for John, who is 9 years old. John, question number 1. What is 100 take away 33? 2 for John. What is 70 take away 3? Number 3 for John. What is 90 take away 23? Number 4 for John. What is 80 take away 13? And number 5, still for John. What is 110 take away 43? So we are assuming that John could be in grade 3, where they have learned a bit of addition and taking away, subtraction or minus. So we want to stretch their mind to see whether they are able to use big numbers in their mathematics. Let us go to our next student, Jane. Jane is 6 years old, and therefore Jane must be in grade 1. And in grade 1, Jane should be in a position to answer additions, mathematics. So the mathematical quiz for Jane is as follows. Jane, what is 20 plus 47? Number 2, Jane, what is 30 plus 37? Number 4, Jane, what is 40 plus 27? Number 4, what is 50 plus 17? And number 5, for Jane, who is 6 years old, what is 60 plus 7? Let us go to our next student. Our next student is James. And James is 7 years old. James is in grade 2. He's in grade 2. So we want to stretch James' mind a little. Question 1 for James. What is 30 plus 30 plus 7? James, question number 2. What is 40 plus 20 plus 7? James, question number 3. What is 50 plus 10 plus 7? James, question number 4. What is 60 plus 7 plus 0? James, question number 5. What is 60 plus 4 plus 3? So those are the 5 questions for James. Let us go to Rose. Rose is a little younger. Rose has not gone to grade 1, but they are still in nursery school, also known as pre-primary. Let's say pre-primary 1. So we want to stretch Rose's mind a little. Question 1 on your mathematical quiz. Rose, what is 66 plus 1? Question number 2, what is 67 plus 0? Rose, question number 3, what is 65 plus 2? Rose, question number 4, what is 64 plus 3? And Rose, question number 5, what is 63 plus 4? If you followed this quiz, the 5 questions, the 5 mathematical questions, all the answers come to 67. So mathematics usually is a relationship that is expressed in an equation, and an equation has 2 sides separated by an equal sign. And the equal sign means what is on the left is the same as what is on the right. So in this mathematical quiz, which I have given to my young students between the ages of 9 and 4, all of them will have the same answer on the right-hand side. That is 67. And that happens to be the age of one of their relatives at that particular day, or their birthday. And therefore, you can see we are trying to use mathematics and numbers to see that mathematics is a study of patterns. And when you have an equation, on the left-hand side, you have numbers, and then you have what are called operators. So I would want to show my young students what operators do. And an operator is plus sign, take away sign, times sign, divide by sign, and as you go higher, you'll find those are not the only operators. So the operators we have learned today is take away and plus. And depending on the combination, an operator is able to do many things and give the same result. Next time, we shall go back to our scholars and see whether they were able to discover that all their answers in these 20 questions is equal to 67. Yet, there is a lot of difference on the left-hand side because the figures or the numbers and the operators are different. I hope you have learned something, my young scholars. Keep watching, keep following, and whoever will be able to discuss this insight in mathematics will win a prize. And this prize will be won by the winner, and there also be prizes for the runners-up. You'll have the first runners-up, the second runners-up, the third runners-up, and an overall prize for the person who had a birthday and was able to help make their birthday happy by stimulating the minds of our little ones. On your marks, get ready, go! Everybody is a winner. I win. This is Education Without Borders, where it is inclusive, the education is inclusive, and you follow, you keep learning, and you never regret. We'll be back.